Hey guys, it's DJ from Adaptabilist. I just quickly wanted to take a moment to show you a little bit more about our system called AdaptCRM and what it can do for your solar company. So if you don't know what CRM stands for, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, and AdaptCRM is a full-fledged system that allows us to manage the whole process from end to end. So most of the time when we meet with customers, we typically, let me just move myself out of the way there. There we go. We typically hear customers struggle to do follow-ups. They typically complain it takes a long time. They don't have time to do follow-ups. This is checking in with existing customers or with leads. There's no way for them to actually forecast sales, which makes it really, really hard to plan capacity as well as inventory that needs to come in. They have no idea where the leads are coming from, whether this is the website, Facebook, Google, referrals from other customers, family, or friends. And this makes it really hard for them to actually understand where to focus their marketing efforts. Um, there's also, it becomes a struggle to manage relationships with customers after implementations were done. So after the solar has been installed, checking in with customers, getting feedback, understanding what are we doing well, what are we not doing so well, what should we focus on, managing your customer data. So having a centralized database, for example, if somebody in your office actually goes on leave and the customer that they dealt with phones in, who do they actually speak to? If you pick up the phone, do you know where the conversation was left and where you can start picking that up? And then obviously a big, big, big one for most of our business owners in South Africa, especially solar companies, is dealing with manual tasks. This takes up a lot of time getting that admin up to date, and typically more business typically also means more tasks. So how do we actually deal with it? You go through an onboarding process where we sit with you, understand your business requirements, your sales cycle, go through your customer journey, discuss your different goals and how you want to go about things. The system really is quite big and there's multiple levels and features in the business. So depending on what you want to achieve, how you want to communicate with your customers and what process you'd like to automate, we'll spend some time with you, get that implemented, go through a training process with you. And this is done by myself as well. Um, and yeah, we can get you up and running within a week, depending again on how available your information is. And the results are quite immediate. So without further ado, let me jump into the system to actually show you. All right, guys, as we're going to go through this, what I want you to keep in the back of your mind is that almost nothing is set in stone. I want you to pay attention to the capabilities, the automation, the messaging. There's really a ton of things that I would love to show you, but unfortunately, getting all of this into a video, there's just not enough time. So I'm going to take you through what we built based on driving traffic to a landing page, and this could be from your website, from Google, from a Facebook ad or campaign. Literally, could be from anywhere, and what that journey would look like. So essentially what we have on screen at the moment is a sales funnel or a landing page. This is pre-built and we can naturally change this to showcase your company logo, your brand colors, your messaging, and the same principle would apply to any email template or other sales funnel, um, any kind of messaging really. So this is typically what it would look like. This is just an example. We can expand this. It's just a good starting place as a template. And the specific goal of this landing page is to get the potential customer to complete a survey. Now, my journey with solar companies when I was gathering quotes to install my own solar was all of them had a couple of questions, and based on the answers that I supplied to them, they would then propose a typical system, whether it's a 5 kilowatts, 8 kilowatts, 12 kilowatts. And the first question most companies would start at is, what is my current monthly electricity bill? And this is what we based or built the survey on, or following that logic. Well, let me quickly show you what the survey looks like. So this, again, the placeholder being something we can replace with your company logo, telling us it's going to be quick. It's only going to take 30 seconds. So asking me what my average electricity bill is, I'm going to say it's between 1,000 and 1,500. Asking me, do you own your home? I'm going to say yes. Now, guys, as I said, bear in mind, nothing is set in stone. So if you want to add questions or take away questions, change questions, like the goal of this is to gather information that is important to you to quote or serve the customer. Obviously, main goal being closing that sale. What is also important is our address. So I'm grabbing that from a browser pre-completed list. Um, and then obviously name, surname, and contact details. So who are we speaking to? So I'm going to grab that from a pre-completed list as well. Just want to change this to one of my other email addresses. There we go. So what is important obviously is who we are speaking to and how we can reach them. We're also asking them for consent to contact them. As soon as I click submit, getting back into the system, as you can see, the system automatically created that contact for me. So jumping into the contact, I can see who this person is, contact details, the questions they answered, um, how they interacted with the system, so the different activity that got tracked. The system even created a note for me, and this was done by an automation, so I can keep a record of where this person is coming from, so lead sources, etc. There you can see the email actually went out. So contact being created automatically. The system will also create an opportunity automatically. So based on what I completed, the system is proposing, and this is logic that we built in. So we can change this. We can also change the sales pipeline if this is something that is not familiar to you and you want to change the different stages, definitely can do that. So the system is proposing a 5 kilowatt system. It's already bringing me into a interested step in the sales funnel, or at least, sorry, the sales pipeline. Navigating to the dashboard, the system updates that dashboard based on the stage. So now it becomes quite easy for me to manage my pipeline. I can simply drag and drop. So after the quote has been sent and I haven't heard anything from the specific lead, throw it into a follow-up. The system can then kick off a nurturing campaign to nurture that lead so that my logo stays top of mind. Or if we send the quote, we can move it to send quote. The system will then also know, and we can define this to follow up if nothing has changed in, let's say, a week's time to check if this customer is now ready to convert to a paying customer. So it really is quite easy to use this. To quickly show the logic again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh this page and I'm going to complete the survey again as a new lead. There we go. So this time I am going to say that my electricity bill is a little bit higher. Let's go with something like a 2,500 Rand a month. Yes, I still do own my home. I'm going to use the same address. So the system differentiates based on contact details. So cell phone number, obviously being important if we want to make contact via SMS or WhatsApp. I'm just going to throw in some test numbers here. So just something that the system will accept for me for now. For demo purposes, that doesn't matter. And then I'm going to change the email address to my work email. I'm going to click on submit. No, thanks. So getting back into the system, over here we now have two different records. So the system already created that opportunity for me. Getting back to my dashboard, dashboard pipeline has been updated. If we are then speaking to different contacts and we move them to quote sent, you'll notice that the dashboard again updates based on the different stages that we are in. And to show you those emails that came through, so over here we've got our demo solar email, system just quickly thanking me, and obviously there's a lot of different factors that would influence what the eligibility of a quote is. So we do tell the customer that this quote has been generated based on information supplied. Factors like roofing, roof type, sizes, whether it's facing north, etc., does play a role, and the quote is subject to a final quotation. So there you have it, guys. If this was interesting to you and you'd like to find out more about how we can assist in terms of automations, engaging your customers, and different marketing strategies, please feel free to reach out. My contact details are up on the screen. If you are viewing this on a desktop, take out your phone, scan that QR code. It'll take you to our website where you'll also be able to book a call with me or contact us with various ways. There's a chat widget as well as the contact forms. And I look forward to hearing from you.